Hi guys! Today we are going to take a look at the Molotov sketcher markers. I know these look really tiny. That is because these are only the removable parts, so which you can exchange. I do not have the original, let's say, marker in its original size. They are maybe a little bit bigger than this one, and what happens is that you can exchange this from the marker when it's empty and then put another one. Also, you have different kind of tips. You have a brush tip, you can have broad tip, and I think a fine tip. So all of that you can exchange. But what I decided is just to buy these small parts, the exchangeable parts, because I actually do not need the whole marker. When you buy the whole marker, you get same color just with different tips on these sides. So I decided instead of buying that, I'm just gonna buy the colors that I want and the tips that I want in this kind of way. And these are on offer at Gerstaecker, at the shop in Germany and Austria, and they cost now I think €1. Let me check. €1.18 per piece, which is really cheap. And as I said, you can really use them like this without the prolongation or whatever, without the other part. So today I'm gonna swatch these ones, so the colors that I have, and we will see how they dissolve, because these ones are water soluble. I will use a couple of papers because usually these markers do not dissolve really well on the cotton paper. That is just what I saw till now, because the pigment goes inside of the paper and then it just does not want to move a lot. Then I have here Sakura koi coloring brush pen, so I will try this one just to compare it. I have the Tombow and Artistro, so yeah, we will see how they compare to these ones. Maybe I should also compare it to the Faber-Castell. If I find my Faber-Castell markers, I will compare them also. Okay, so I'm gonna do the swatch now and then try them out on different papers. We have here some really lovely colors. As you can see, of course, some of the colors lose their vibrancy when you apply water. But I on purpose choose these two colors from, let me see, it was Faber-Castell and Winsor & Newton, just to show you that even with, I think they are the highest brand, so like really known brands, when you apply water, you will lose that vibrancy. That is the same thing that is happening here with the Molotov markers. But what I like here is that you have such a wide range of colors. So actually you could like use the markers that you have and just buy some of the colors from the Molotov, just to expand your color range. Not all colors dissolve completely. For example, this olive dark left a stain, neutral gray, cool gray, neutral gray 6. This was number 4. I think warm gray, yeah, all grays actually left a stain on the paper. Train, it's called train. Lagoon blue, it's a really nice color, which is different when it is not mixed with water. So here it goes more into the green direction. Here it is really lagoon blue color. It's such a nice color. Let's see for the sea, for the lagoon. So nice, so nice. Yeah, what else? So as you saw, I did not have problem dissolving them, but some of them do stain the paper. Here Faber-Castell, really expensive, Winsor & Newton expensive. Then I have Stettler watercolor markers, which I find really nice, and they are really cheap. Those are actually these two, and they also dissolve quite nicely. Then we have the Tombow. Also here you lose the vibrancy, so it's the same thing when you apply water. Then we have Artistro, actually also worked really nice. And the last one was the Koi coloring brush. The thing is, it depends on the paper. This paper is the Canson XL watercolor paper. The majority of the watercolor markers which I tried work nicely on this paper because the paper does not soak in the color immediately, so you do have some time to dissolve it. Let's talk a little bit maybe about the brush. This is a really nice, I would say, yeah, it is a really nice soft brush. Wow, really nice. Just look at this, like so much color comes out. I love them. They are soft. The ones from Faber-Castell are also soft, but they are quite chunky and you cannot really press them so hard, so much, let's say. Although now that I'm looking at it, this transition here looks much nicer than with the Molotov markers. Let's see the ones. Yeah, these ones are also really nice. The ones from Winsor & Newton, maybe even better. The brush is, let's say, a little bit larger. Yeah, it's a little bit longer, bigger brush. So you do then can make like a broader lines for the brush lettering. Let's see the cheaper ones. It's a stiffer brush. You can hear it. You can hear it definitely on the paper. When I press down. Okay, and the one from the Artistro, this one is maybe it has gotten a little bit dry already. It's a really soft brush and the color does not come out so fast as you would want, so I would definitely not use these ones for brush lettering. As you can see here, the brush is really nice. You can make really thin lines with it. but yeah, the color does not come out fast enough. If you are working even faster, it's even worse. Yeah, so definitely not for the brush lettering, but if you need to color something in some smaller parts, this is really nice brush pen. Yeah, so let me try another color. I definitely do not like this here. Let me see, maybe this one. Whee! So a lot of color comes out the moment you press it down into the paper, like a really lot. So let's leave this to dry. I mean, this side now looks fine. This here, maybe I should try to do the same. And let's see if this transition is going to be like in this case, because here it looks fine. Here somehow it was a little bit too harsh, but still it looks nice. You do have to have a little bit more control with your hand. I'm not an expert in brush lettering, so this could also be just my mistake. Maybe I've taken the tip up from the paper too fast. It could also be, because this one here, it looks really nice, but I think I see a corner forming here. Let's leave this to dry. This is still wet. There was a lot of color there. Let's see. Okay, nothing is on the other side, but this is a thick paper. So let's try some of the other papers. So I have here the Bristol paper from Tombow. It is made for brush markers, watercolor brush markers. I did not like some of the brush markers on this paper. This is really smooth paper. This was, for example, Arteza. I'm gonna try this one. Let's see. No, I hate this paper. I don't know. I mean, how can they make this paper and say it's good to be used with watercolor markers? I mean, not even the Tombow works nice on this one. I do not get it. I do not get it. So yeah, I have had this paper for a long time now, and it will stay like that. I'm not gonna use it. No, it's not nice paper. Maybe for brush lettering. Oh my god. Ugh. It sounds horrible. It definitely sounds horrible. No, I don't know. I see a lot of like dots there forming. It just does not look nice. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's just a paper. But for me, this paper does not work. No, thank you. Thank you, Tombow, but this paper is not good. Okay, then we have like a really fancy paper here. We have Arches watercolor paper, 100% cotton paper. I can also try some other color. Let's see. Ooh, definitely vibrant on this paper. Yep, and as I expected, this does not look nice. I can also, I can do also Faber-Castell. Let's also do the Faber-Castell. Okay, Faber-Castell dissolves better on this paper. I mean, not better than the Molotov, definitely. Okay, that's a good thing to know. Let's see this one. Now I have to try also the other ones. Okay, I think Winsor & Newton works as well. Tombow. Nope. Tombow is not working. Let's see, where was that? Artist show. Although now with the water sitting on top, the Tombow is dissolving more. No. Yeah. So I think maybe it could be because Winsor & Newton and Faber-Castell are producing high professional watercolors. Maybe they did use some kind of ingredients here that these markers also work nice on the 100% cotton paper. But I would definitely not use the Molotow ones. No. I am moving the color, but you see the line? It does not look so nice. Okay. Let's see. This one. The Strathmore mixed media paper is actually also one of my favorites for brush markers, watercolor brush markers. It is a smooth paper and you can move the color more, dissolve it like this. It's not, I have a feeling also in the past that on this paper the markers are maybe a little bit less vibrant than on some other papers. But it works nicely also, just like the one Canson XL watercolor paper. Yeah, but the Canson XL has a little bit of how to say, it has a bit of texture on top. So I think if you would want to do brush lettering and maybe use some water, maybe this paper is actually the best. Yeah, this is not gonna work. It's already dry, the bottom part. So let's try something. They dry too fast for these to mix like this. But let's try it. Ooh, a lot of color is coming out there. I need to clean it here. Let's see, tip to tip. Oh yeah, it's soaking in the color immediately. But it is remaining on the tip, as I can see. It's not really mixing with the rest. Now it is starting to mix. Pooh. Okay, this is like interesting because right now the color mixed completely with the other one. Pooh, I hope I will be able to get it out of this marker. So be careful with this technique because this tip, they are really juicy and they soak in a lot of the other color. OMG. So I did not hold it like for a second there. But this is, yeah, this will take some time. It is really dirty. Okay, I think it's coming out. Yep, okay. Whew. And also the tip is now clean. It looks clean. I was afraid it will remain stained, but it worked. Let's see something. The color, when the color stays a little bit longer on the paper, if I can still activate, yeah, we can activate the color. So there is like a lot of color there. Let's see from the other side. Yeah, the red one as well. Probably you will not be able to dissolve it completely, so let's see it here. Yeah, you cannot dissolve it completely from the paper as when you use immediately water, but you can to some amount move the color around. Yeah, does not look so bad actually. Yeah, look, it almost dissolved completely, even though it has been on the paper for a couple of minutes. That's already a long time for markers. Yeah, okay. Yep, just as I said, tip to tip. I'm not really sure if tip to tip is the right way for these markers. I would probably not do that. Let's see if the color is dissolved. Let's see if we can do anything with it, if we can move it. A little bit, but it seems to be, let's see. Yeah, this side does not really move a lot. So the side where I've used water. The other side, yes. So this one can still be activated. On this paper, even really good actually. I'm using the word actually too much. But the other side where I have already used water, it's not really activating a lot. Maybe tiny bit, a little bit, but I'm working a lot with my brush here. Yeah, I think you can see it here a bit better, but it does not dissolve so much. On this side, of course, yeah, you can still move the color. Okay guys, so I hope this was helpful a little bit. Let me show you the colors from the close, and that would be it. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.